All right, so I'm tripping up here, and I'm wearing a hockey jersey, but it's All Star, so it's kind of vague, and it's not technically a team. Yeah. So we're into the top 60, and this is where I kind of have a conniption because number 60 is Du Hast. Now, remember the first time I saw the video for Rammstein's Du Hast, and I kind of freaked out. I kind of went nuts because I'd never heard of the band before that song. I knew my life would never be the same after I heard that song because I'd always liked German music, and it goes back to Nina Hagen, Doro Pesch, Warlock, Scorpions. There had always been some German band I liked, and these guys were the embodiment of everything I liked in music. Du Hast is just, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. The funny thing is with Du Hast is, and this isn't very well known. Now, of course, in English, they translated it to you hate me. That's you hate in German. Two S's. That's you have. So there's your lesson of the day. You have me is technically what they're saying. Number 59, going back to Trent Reznor, and Only by Nine Inch Nails. Only is a lot of people take it as a breakup song. I actually view it, if you listen to the lyrics, and you view it as a person who's been religious their whole life and has fallen out of religion. So listen to the words from the point of view of a man singing to God or to a deity, to the idea that they've lost faith. And the whole song changes meaning. Whole song changes meaning. And we'll get into a song that I have another theory about when we get up into the top 10. We're not there yet. Number 58. Spoilers. Number 58 is Metallica, King Nothing. Again, when I'm angry, that song works. All crashes down, you break your crown, you point your finger, but there's no one around. There is so many wonderful things with King Nothing. And I realize that Load and Reload are albums that are despised by a lot of Metallica fandom. But I really enjoyed them. I found them to be enjoyable CDs to put on, and I could just leave them on. I even accepted Unforgiven 3. Now, it's not on my chart, but I accepted Unforgiven 3. Unforgiven 2... At the time it came out, I actually thought I might like it as much as Unforgiven. Neither of them are on this chart, so I can just go ahead and say, of the two, the original Unforgiven's probably the better song, but they're a lot closer than a lot of fans think they are, in my eyes anyways. But I realize there's a lot of people who don't like it, so let's move on. Number 57 is Rammstein again. Kinda Lust. I don't feel like it. When I found out that basically the whole theme of this song is, I don't feel like it, I fell in love with the song even more. And then I want to try it with Large Animals. That lyric is in the chorus. Große Tieren, look it up. It's different. It's a different wacky sort of tune, and the video is fantastic. The video for Kinda Lust is amazing. And it shows their sense of humor. They're really amazingly great. The best video that shows their sense of humor, and it's a song that's not on this chart, is High Fish. You have to have seen all their videos to get the humor in it, but High Fish is one of the most amazing videos in the history of videos. 56. Back to Tool. Vicarious. Vicarious, to me, has always been a poor man's Schism. And I don't know whether that's fair or not, but I can hear a great deal of similarity between Schism and Vicarious to the point where it's not as liked by me as Schism. I really enjoy Vicarious, and the message behind Vicarious has never been truer than it is right now. There's very deep meanings in Vicarious. It's a really fantastic song. That's why it's on this chart ahead of other great songs that aren't on here. Number 55. Going back to the 80s with this one. And I understand that there's going to be a lot of people who are like, wait, what? The Fix. The Fix is a very good band from the 80s. They got a lot of really good songs, and I'm waiting for a metal band to pick up on it and cover Secret Separation, which is their best song. And I know One Thing Leads to Another is the one everybody knows, and it gets played all the time, and it's in commercials, and it's in Grand Theft Auto. Secret Separation is such a beautiful song. The lyrics are simple. The first verse and the second verse are almost identical, and the chorus repeats. But the idea is star-crossed lovers who are destined to repeatedly leave one another. Life for life will be the same. It's just, the lyrics are just amazing. And it's funny because Secret Separation, the first time I saw the video, it put me off. I didn't like the video. I didn't particularly like anything about it. Then I listened to the song on the radio. Radio is something we used to listen to when we were watching television. And it wasn't on the internet because there was no internet. It was actually on the radio. Like this thing that you... Anyways. FM and AM. You might have heard of that on MTV. And I heard it on the radio and I listened to it. And I was like, what a great song. And then I heard an extended edition. There's an extended edition that exists that I've only heard a couple of times. I can't find an MP3 of it. I can't find it anywhere. If you can track it down, it is awesome. But I'm a guy who loves remixes. So take that with a grain of salt. Number 54. I'm going back to Pink Floyd. And this is the 80s as well. Sorrow. Now, I talked about Learning to Fly yesterday by Pink Floyd on the album Momentary Lapse of Reason. Momentary Lapse of Reason is a fantastic album. Yet Another Movie is a great song. One Slip is a good song. Dogs of War is a great song that is not on this chart either. Sorrow is. 4. Gilmour's guitar solo at the start. For David Gilmour's guitar solo at the start of the song, it is absolutely on this chart, bar none. And then the haunting beat and the bass that the song's got with it, wow, what a song. Number 53, going with another one-word title. Pearl Jam, Black. You won't see another Pearl Jam song on here. I love Daughter. I love Even Flow. Even Flow's grown on me over the years. I like the song Alive. Basically, the whole album of 10 is fun. Of all the albums I own, I think 10 might be the best one for a road trip. Because it just sort of flows, and then it's over. And if it goes back to the start, you're okay with that. It's fine. It's a road trip CD. Although Lateralis is up there in terms of a road trip CD, as is The Wall. The Wall's a great road trip CD too. But Black, Pearl Jam, it's a song that I've always thought it has a haunting melody. I've always thought it is this amazing, deep, great song with a great beat. And it builds up. It builds to a crescendo, and I have a weakness for songs that build up. You'll probably notice that. Number 52. Back to Metallica, Enter Sandman. And the funny thing is about Enter Sandman was I was debating whether or not to put this in here or Wherever I May Roam. But I realized that if I'm going to go with a song that I sing along to and I really enjoy when it's on the radio or when I'm listening to a CD, it's going to be Enter Sandman. Wherever I May Roam is fantastic. That tune at the start is just awesome. But if I'm being honest, Enter Sandman belongs on the list, and Wherever I May Roam would be in the next 100. As would Unforgiven would probably be in there as well. But Enter Sandman is just amazing and awesome. 51. This stupid commercials have robbed this song of its, and I'm trying to remember which car commercial it is, but they have NBA players in the commercial. Eminence Front by The Who is a great, fantastic, magical song, and it's been in commercials for the last 2 or 3 years, and it just tries to ruin it. Don't let it ruin this song. Go find it, listen to it, it's great. You have to get past the fact that it does have a long beginning. Sort of like Dirty Laundry, which also isn't on this chart either, and Dirty Laundry would be in the next 100. Dirty Laundry, Eminence Front, for some reason those songs remind me of each other. They're very... You Belong to the City by Glenn Frey is in there too. I know, it's weird. They don't all have saxophone either, so that's not the comparison. But Eminence Front for me is still one of the greatest songs. I love it. I remember I had forgotten it. I had forgotten Eminence Front for years. I was in my friend's car. We're driving back from Abbotsford. We're driving over to Chilliwack. And this song came on the radio, and I just blasted it. I cranked his radio. He's like, I can't hear. It's like, I'm listening to this. And from that moment, I was like, right. I knew there was a song of The Who's I really liked. Like, Baba O'Reilly's fantastic, too. So is My Generation, Magic Bus, Who Are You, you name it. Okay, The Who has some great songs. That's why I have the greatest hits. But Eminence Front for me is head and shoulders above everything else. Okay, so that takes us up to 51. Okay, now we're going to have to get into the top 50. And again, some tough decisions to be made when I did this. This is when it really starts getting difficult. Because I'm choosing, it's like you're choosing between your children. And you want to choose the child that's really successful and good looking, but you don't want them to know that you're choosing the child that's successful and good looking as your favorite. So these are the better looking children of the songs that I listen to. And don't tell the others that they're ugly, because they don't like it. Okay, so number 50, and this is a beautiful song. You may know it as 10,000 Days Part 2, Wings of Marie, by Tool. And Part 1 and Part 2, they go right into one another, and it's basically one really long song. Wings of Marie is this beautiful ballad that Maynard dedicated to his mother after she passed away. 10,000 Days is about his mother. And somebody posted last night Waiting for Judith, saying Judith has to be really high up. Judith is not in my top 100. Wings of Marie is. To me, Wings of Marie is the follow-up to Judith. Judith was written about his mother. Wings of Marie's written about his mother. They're songs that Judith was written from a point of anger. And when we saw Perfect Circle live a couple months ago, we heard a new version of Judith, which was really a lot of fun. But Wings of Marie is really his eulogy to his mother, and it's this beautiful song. So that for me takes its place on the chart. Hey, look, it's Rammstein again. Number 49 is Rammstein again. They're back. Links 2, 3, 4. The first song my son ever headbanged to. He was an infant. And he started headbanging, and my ex-wife was very mad at me about it, and I'm like, I didn't show him to do that, which proves headbanging, totally instinct. So when you do that at a concert, or you do that just in public, and you're embarrassing your girlfriend or your boyfriend, and they go, what are you doing? Just go, it's instinct. I can't control it, it's instinct. Because I watched a baby do it, and I was torn between his neck could break, because babies' necks are really, really malleable, or that's really cool. And of course, because I'm a guy, that's really cool, one out. Number 48. And I'm going to pull up some Canadian content here, because I haven't had Canadian content in a while. Lucifer's Rocking Chair by Cancer Bats. I like Cancer Bats, okay. They've got a few good songs, but Lucifer's Rocking Chair? Oh, man. That's my drinking song. That's my song that, if I had a couple of drinks, I crank this sucker up. It's Lucifer's Rockin' Chair time. Because it's got all the growl and all the yeah, and even more so than like Metallica. Any song that you want to turn into a Metallica song, just add huh and yeah at the end of every line, and you've made a Metallica song out of it. It's really kind of amazing. James Hetfield's kind of a genius. But Lucifer's Rocking Chair is just amazing. It is just fantastic. Love the song so much. Number 47. Can't Stop, Addicted to the Shindig. Drop Top, he says I'm going to win big. Red Hot Chili Peppers. I like Red Hot Chili Peppers. I like Under the Bridge. A lot of their hit songs I like very much. But Can't Stop, yeah, that one just gets stuck in my head for the rest of the day. Just every lyric in this song is beautiful. The video's fantastic. Everything about Can't Stop by Red Hot Chili Peppers is just awesome. It is a fantastic... It's one of those songs I have to listen to twice. So if I listen to it, I have to go back and listen to it again. Because you have to listen to Can't Stop twice. Are you shaking your head at something you're reading, or is it because I'm talking about Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah, no, I totally disagree.
Can't Stop, Addicted to the Shindig.
No.
Drop Top, He Says I'm Gonna Win Big.
That song is so annoying.
Choose Not a Life of Imitation.
Yeah, that song is really annoying. And listening to it twice, ugh. No. Ugh.
Why are we married? Like,
The song is so annoying.
coming from space to teach you of the Pleiades?
Yeah, the song is really annoying.
This song is more than just a read through?
Yeah, I don't like that song at all.
Wow. The things I learn when I make videos. I didn't know this, but I see her just shaking her head.
I do not like that song at all.
46. She'll agree with this one. H.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tool. We're back to Tool.
About time.
Maynard. Tool. Can't Stop, Addicted to the Shindig.
No.
Drop Top, He Says I'm Gonna Win Big.
Stop it. The song is so annoying.
It's her, right? It's not me.
They can agree with me how annoying that song is.
It's not.
It
It's
is.
fantastic.
No, it's not. It's really not.
It's amazing.
No.
All right. See, now when we go to a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert,
Oh, please don't. Can we not?
you don't like Red Hot Chili Peppers?
I really don't.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So H. H has one of the best. Every Tool song is epic.
Yep.
H, at about the 2-minute mark, takes it to a whole other level. H has this great instrumental part of the song that is just awesome. And it is part of the reason why Enema is my favorite album from Tool. And it is a tough call because Lateralis is right there with it. They are both fantastic albums, and it's really hard to pick between the two. Number 45, you've never heard. It's called Sour Grapes. It's from Lucifer. It is a song that is Maynard with his southern voice preaching. And it is awesome. I find myself chanting Yehovah, Yahweh after the song is over and having to go back and listen to it again. And I'm not a Christian, but I end up singing Yehovah, Yahweh the whole song. And you can sing it the entire song, right from the beginning right till the end. And it again shows that Maynard is a genius. This song is one of those songs that gets stuck in your head. It is not on their greatest hits. It's not a song they've sang live that I've found. But what a song. The song is just awesome. I love it. So I cannot recommend it enough. And I was going to put it higher, but I just couldn't. I wanted to put it higher, but I just couldn't because there's too many good songs ahead of it. You know what we need? We need another Rammstein song. So there you go. It's True to Vey. I know. I know Is True to Vey is about some really depraved stuff. I know Is True to Vey is the kind of stuff the 50 Shades of Grey won't touch with a 10-foot pole. Is True to Vey is also a religious experience to a Rammstein fan when they sing it live. Is True to Vey is this fantastic, bombastic beat, an amazing guitar riff, and this danceable, fun song that, yeah, it has some of the most disturbing lyrics known to mankind, and it got banned in Germany. The album was released in Germany initially without the song. The album was released without the song. The song was included on an album later. So it's one of those weird things that because we don't speak German over here, it's just released over here. But in Germany, where they know what they're saying, they're like, yeah, you can't have that on there. Yeah, you just can't. Great song, though. Great song. I don't condone anything in the song, but wow. And it's not going to be the last time on this chart you hear me not condoning something Rammstein sings about. They sing about some messed up stuff. Number 43. Now, I'm going to say right off the bat, Bob Seger's version of Turn the Page is awesome. But Metallica's is better. Metallica's version of Turn the Page is guttural, and it's heavy, and it's fun. And I know that people are going to be torn on this, and they're going to say the Bob Seger version's better. And you know what? I don't have a band name up there, so I don't have any problem with Bob Seger's version being number 43. Because Turn the Page is fantastic. And yet, with Bob Seger, all you ever hear is, take those old records off the shelf, I love to listen to them by myself, and it is the most aggravating crap song in the history of crap songs, other than I Want to Rock and Roll All Night by Kiss. That song really should be burned alive. Turn the Page is a much better song than Old Time Rock and Roll. It is a much better epic song than Like a Rock, which Ford took. And in high school, me and my friends made fun of and made the dirtiest versions of you can imagine, but hey, there are words that rhyme with rock. Now, Turn the Page is a great song, and if you haven't listened to it, I would recommend listening to the Bob Seger version and the Metallica version. Both. They're both great. For me, though, on this list, it is the Metallica version that I'm talking about at number 43. Number 42. The Answer to Life, the Universe, and Everything is 42, and Closer by Nine Inch Nails resides at number 42. Closer's a fun song. Not really for the kiddos, though. Closer is just it's unabashed, unapologetic. It's filthy, and it is raw energy that Trent Reznor has experienced at times. It's sort of like some Typo Negative songs. I don't have Typo Negative on the chart, but October Rust would be among my favorite albums. So we'll put it that way. There are times where Typo Negative gets really in your face with how coarse they are. Unsuccessfully Coping with the Natural Beauty of Infidelity is the longest title ever, and I'm not putting it up here because it's not in the charts and because it wouldn't fit. But to me, Closer sort of feels like the opposite of Unsuccessfully Coping with the Natural Beauty of Infidelity. The whole topic of unsuccessfully coping by Typo Negative is figuring out your girlfriend screwing somebody else, and you're just going nuts about it. And you realize that as a guy, you should be like, it's fine, it's just sex, but you can't. That you're going out of your mind. Closer is about lusting for somebody so much that the entire song is just about that feeling, and that they encompass your every part of your being and your spirit and your soul, and everything is wrapped up in that person. So, they're kind of the antithesis of one another, and yet, if you play them back to back, it kind of sounds good. But if you try listening to the Unsuccessfully Coping song, realize it's 11 minutes long, and the song gets fun at about the 5-minute mark is when the song picks up. And it turns into down, 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 down. Now, if it was just that, then it would probably be in here. Number 41, ending off this video. I'm going back to the 80s with this one. And I'm going back to In Excess. New Sensation. I never get tired of that song. If I'm having a bad day, New Sensation. New Sensation is absolutely out of this world fantastic. Michael Hutchins, I think he sounds like a god on that album, and on that song especially. So there you go. We're up to 41. You'll notice there was some Tool in here, and it's going to get more prominent. Maynard gets more and more prominent as it goes along. I cannot recommend Sour Grapes enough. Fantastic song. And Indigo Children, which precedes that one, is a great song too that is not on this chart. There's a lot of good music from Lucifer, the third band that Maynard fronts that nobody seems to know or really listen to compared to Perfect Circle and Tool. And it's at their own peril they ignore it because it's kind of awesome. Man Overboard's another good song from them that is not on the charts. A lot of Lucifer songs I could have had on this chart. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. And hey, these videos are tending to get longer as I need to explain further why songs are where they are. And somebody wants to argue with me about how great Can't Stop is. I know what I'm putting on when this video is done. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.